All right, let's try this again. Nope. Darn it. Well, I don't know what to tell you. My router is in my room, in my office, and it's showing I have a full connection. So I don't know if it's my connection tonight or if it is a YouTube issue. I could take it over to Periscope and Twitter, but I don't know if everybody, I don't know if I can record it there and upload it to YouTube at a later date. That's a good question, Dennis. I am not sure. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know if I can adjust on a live stream. I've had zero problems before today. Hmm. Well, that the video looks a little better now. You tell me. It seems to be on my end at least. It looks like it's a little bit better now. So we may just go ahead and do this and hope for the best. It doesn't look choppy on my end. See my sausage links waving here. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and do it. And like I said, we're just going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. If other people join us, great. If not, that's okay too. But yeah. Okay, good. Glad to hear. Don't know if I did anything or what, but yeah, we'll go and get this started. And I think we're going to do the 2002 Donruss Fan Club. We'll do this one first. This one did sell out, and then the Litho-Cel football. We'll do that one last. So put that to the side. Yes, thank you guys for if you're on Twitter. I did post that my wife was going through some stuff earlier this week, and I asked for prayers for her, and I really appreciate the response that I got. Um, she's doing much better, and I'm surprised that she's even watching tonight because I know she's tired. Her body's been through a lot. All right, so fan club. This is the retail version. The hobby version was best of fan club, and those cards were all foil. Um, but I kind of like the retail better. Um, Sometimes all the snazzy foil and stuff, it doesn't always make it better. But the box is confusing because it states 2002 Donruss Best of Fan Club. Um, but I believe the inserts are fairly accurate. Franchise leaders 1 in 54, records 1 in 480, franchise features 1 in 60, double features 1 in 240, artist 1 in 172, pure power 1 in 134, craftsman 1 in 134, and die cuts just of the veterans, I believe, are 1 in 4. So I don't know what we're going to get, but I found this box at that odd candy store that I visited a couple weeks back, and I couldn't leave this one on the shelf. There we go, empty box. 36 packs, 7 per pack. So if nothing else, I'm hoping that every team at least gets a fair amount of cards. 300 card set, 200 veterans, 60 rookies, and 40 fan club. And I believe those are short printed, if I'm not mistaken. Says there are autographs in both subsets. The credits base set parallel is highlighted with a silver holofoil stamp and sequentially numbered to 100. So maybe we'll get lucky. Hey, good evening, Chris. Glad you can make the stream. Just getting started. We're had some technical difficulties like you unfortunately suffered last weekend. All righty. So make sure everybody can see. All right, so if you're not familiar with this set, there's your base design. And I do like that Donruss integrated the team colors into the design. And your back. So first card, Andrew Jones, which the Braves could really use now because they are turning into a dumpster fire. Jeff Conine, Trot Nixon, goes Bobby Higginson, Todd Walker, Scott Rowland, and Edgar Martinez. All right. Pedro Martinez, Juan Uribe, Larry Walker. There's a rookie, Chris Baker for the Blue Jays. Troy Gloss, Kip Wells, Noma. Next up, we got Torrey Hunter, Rich Aurelia, Jay Gibbons, and we got a die cut, Jason Giambi for the A's. Followed by John Burkett, Mark Grace, and Brett Boone. Brian Jordan, Tony Gwynn, Jim Edmonds. All right, we got one of the short prints fan club favorites, Miguel Tejada. Mark Burley, Mike Cameron, and D. Brown. So I'm going to take a guess that fan of Reds, Chris, is going to be looking for the Barry Larkin or the die cut. Let me know what else you're looking for, guys. What you're hoping we hit. All right, there's the big cat, Andres Galarraga, Matt Williams, Wade Miller, Carlos Lee, Rafael Palmeiro, Al Leiter, and Maglio Ordonez. Next up, Bobby Abreu, Vinny Castilla, Mike Hampton, a rookie Francis Beltran for the Cubs, Johnny Damon, Nick Johnson, Brandon Duckworth. Bud Rodriguez starts off our next pack, followed by Vlad Guerrero, Miguel Tejada. Oh, nice. Got a Craig Biggio die cut. Mike Piazza, Jorge Posada, Pat Burrell, Josh Beckett rookie auto. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. So, all right, I figured out who Anonymous 1569 is, I believe. So Chris needs the Larkin base as well from the set. Well, we'll do our best to pull it. Got a lot of cards, so hopefully it's luck's on your side tonight. Omar Vizquel, Paul LaDuca, Javier Vasquez, Fan Club Roy Oswalt, Ben Grieve, Charles Johnson, and Aaron Boone. All right. Tom Glavine, Craig Biggio, Tino Martinez, Jason Varitek, Ellis Burks, AJ Burnett, and Kerry Wood. These cards are just barely clinging to one another. I don't want to say sticking. They're clinging to one another. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll know that earlier this week I tried opening a box in 1995, 1996. No, 95. Pacific Crown Collection. And I mean, it was just it was worse than watching a Braves game. Every card stuck together. Just about every card was ruined. So it's got me a little nervous with any glossy product anymore. All right, next up we've got Paul Konerko, followed by another Paul O'Neill, Moises Alou, Fan Club favorites Troy Gloss, short print, Rafael Furcal, Johnny Estrada, and Jose Canseco for the White Sox. The throwback uni. Yeah, 94 Fleer. That's another box I would love to open, but I'm so scared of them just sticking and, just being a waste of money. But I think you're right. 94, 95 are horrible. 93 Upper Deck are killing me with the sticky. All right. I forget how to pronounce his first name, so we're just going with Shinjo for the Mets. Ramon Ortiz. Fred McGriff. Jeremy Giambi. Carlos Beltran. Manny Ramirez. And Eric Chavez. Well, our next product is from the mid-90s, so hopefully we don't run into any problems with that. Chipper Jones leads off our pack. Mark Mulder. Jose Cruz Jr. Mark Pryor. Kurt Schilling. Robin Ventura. And Jose Ortiz. Yes, 94 score. I've got a jumbo box sitting in my reserves, and I can just see it. Just not, every card sticking, those dark blue borders just having the snowflaking. Yeah. I'm in no hurry to open that one. Next up, we have Marcus Giles, Jim Tomei, Kenny Lofton, Jeff Weaver. Oh, it's a die cut. It's our third die cut there. Rondell White, Richie Sexton, and Randy Johnson. Good evening, Paul. We got started a little late tonight due to some technical difficulties, so we'll be doing the football box next. All right, we got Freddie Garcia, Brent Abernathy, the Sandman, Mariano Rivera. We got a Fan Club, Lance Berkman, SP. Garrett Anderson, Juan Gonzalez, and Edgar Renteria. Well, this is Donruss. It's not Pacific. So, the die cut is not a whole lot to look at. It looks like kind of like an S, maybe, like a funky S, but it is what it is. With the odds being so high on the inserts, and maybe it's just because it's the retail version, the die cuts might be the only thing that will be outside of base cards and a few SPs. All right, we've got Doug Davis, Mark Quinn, Mike Messina, Matt Morris, Eduardo Alfonso, Raul Mondesi, and Darren Erstad. All right, next up, we've got Sean Casey, Mark McGuire, Derek Jeter. Not a bad pack so far. Geronimo Gill, Preston Wilson, Javi Lopez, and Aaron Seeley. Next up, Jermaine Dye, Jamie Moyer, Sammy Sosa, Pudge Rodriguez. Oh, he's just die cut. Frank Catalano, Shane Reynolds, and Roberto Alomar. Yeah. This is the last pack of the first half of the box. This pack got destroyed. Excuse me. All right, we got a Lance Berkman, Brad Penny, Ichiro, fan club favorites, Jose Ortiz for the Rockies, Kazuhiro Sasaki, Billy Wagner, and Sean Green. I'm going to move this stack out of the way. Get into the second half. Start off with Fernando Vina, Chan-Ho Park, Corey Patterson. All right, here's the first rookie short print that I've actually heard of, Travis Hafner. Doug McKenowitz, Robert Person, and Orlando Cabrera. Here's our die cut so far. We have Pudge, Weaver, Biggio, and Giambi. All right, we got Tony Clark, Derek Lee, Adrian Beltre, Santos, rookie, Todd Helton, JD Drew, and Jeff Bagwell. Ricky Henderson, CC Sabathia, Aubrey Huff, Joe Mays. This is a die cut. Joe Kennedy, Gerard Washburn, and Barry Zito. Well, we got two Pirates starting off our next pack. Jason Kendall and Brian Giles. We have Greg Maddux, a JD Drew fan club favorite, short print. Kevin Brown, Barry Bonds. And we started the pack and we finished the pack with a buck. Aramis Ramirez. Wade was in the video before I had to relaunch it. I don't know if he joined back in or not. All right. Robert Fick, Dimitri Young, Paul Abbott, Carlos Delgado, Big Sexy Bartolo Colon, Kyle Ripken Jr., and Ryan Klesko. Alfonso Soriano. There we go, Chris. There's your Barry Larkin base. Mike Sweeney. Got a Juan Gonzalez die cut. Followed by Darryl Kyle, Marlon Anderson, and Brad Radke. To answer your question, Chris, I stream directly through YouTube. I've got my laptop set up just above me on my desk, and I just go straight up to go to live, and that's the way I've done it since I started using this format, and up until tonight, I haven't had any problems. So. Alex Rodriguez, Brad Fulmer, Craig Wilson, Todd Helton, fan club favorite SP, Phil Nevin, Jeff Weaver, and Russ Ortiz. Next up, we have Andy Pettit, Shannon Stewart, Woody Williams. We got us something. Pure Power, Barry Bonds. It's a very shiny card. Not numbered, but not the, like I said, the inserts were not in our favor. The odds were not in our favor. Let me get a sleeve. sure that will fingerprint up. So I want to get that bad boy in the sleeve. So let's see. What were the pure power odds? One in 134 packs. So not too bad. And if I'm not mistaken, Brandon. Yep, Brandon got the Giants. So I'm sure he will be very excited to see that. All right, next up we have Rusty Greer, Cliff Floyd, and Pujols to finish out that pack. Scott Brocious, Paul O'Neill, Ryan Dempster, Ed Rogers, rookie short print, Juan Pierre, Jason Giambi, and John Olaru. Paul Konerko, Jason Isringhausen, Moises Alou. Boom. Look at that, Chris. Barry Larkin die cut for you. Thank you very much. I will take a free spot in your break. Joe Crede, Roy Oswalt, and Richard Hilgado finish out the pack. Got a couple packs left here. Chipper Jones, Shinjo, Fred McGriff, Larry Walker short print, Gary Sheffield, Furcal, and Ray Durham. Marcus Giles, Ramon Ortiz, Jose Cruz Jr. Man, we got another insert. This time we got a league leaders. This is Joe Mays for the Twins. And super shiny. Let me get a sleeve for this one. Honestly, did not expect really to get much. League leaders were 1 in 54, but still at 36 packs per box. Oh, yeah. Finish the pack out. We had Josh Towers, Roger Cedeno, and Manny. So not too bad. Freddie Garcia, Jim Thome, Jeremy Giambi, Eric Munson, short print, Kurt Schilling, Johnny Estrada, and Jose Canseco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. Let's see. Twins. Yep. You are right, sir. It paid off. Looks like we got a die cut in here. I can see a rounded corner. Mark Mulder, Brent Abernathy, Mariano Rivera, and Billy Wagner. Die cut. Carlos Beltran, Richie Sexton, and Eric Chavez. Next up, we have John Lieber, Griffey, followed by another red, Adam Dunn, Martin Vargas, short print, Frank Thomas, David Cohn, Roger Clemens. Bernie Williams, Jeff Jenkins, Tim Hudson, Johnny Estrada, and this is a die cut. Jimmy Rollins, Gabe Kapler, Tony Aramis Jr., I believe. For the Brewers, we have Ben Sheets, Bud Smith, Smoltzy, Craig Biggio short print, Jeff Kent, a Nomo in a Dodgers. I mean, in anything other than a Dodgers uniform looks weird. And Mike Lowell. And the last pack. We'll do a quick recap afterwards, and then we will move on to football. So we have Joe Mays, Terrence Long, Jeremy Burnitz, Eric Melton, Christian Guzman, and Jose Vidro. So not too bad. Lots of cards for the teams, so that's always good. And recap our die cuts. We have Johnny Estrada for the Phillies, Billy Wagner for the Astros, Barry Larkin for the Reds, Juan Gonzalez, Indians, Joe Mays, Twins, Ivan Rodriguez for the Rangers, Jeff Weaver, Tigers, Craig Biggio, Astros, and Jason Giambi for the A's. And then our prize cards, we had a Joe Mays League Leaders and the Pure Power Barry Bonds. So nice. Hey, good evening, Mark. All right. Let's do some football. And I was talking to Dennis Blay earlier tonight, and I was telling him how I was a little surprised that this one didn't sell as well. We have a lot of teams left over in this box, which is fine because anything not claimed, I will be listing on trading card database. And some of the teams from last week that went unclaimed, I loaded them up, and they've already been sent out in trade packs. So But this was just too intriguing for me to pass up. Hoping everything's okay, because the picture and the listing did not show that the box was a little smashed. But this is an interesting product. I don't believe Pacific issued it more than just this, the 1 year. Empty box. And I know that there's it doesn't yield a lot of cards at 3 cards per pack, but I hand it to them for trying something different, which we'll see here in just a second. There are a couple of inserts that we'll be chasing here. We've got feature performers at 1 in 25. NFL moments in time are 1 in 49. The litho proofs are 1 in 97. There is a retail/hobby parallel. It says 3 in 25. A certified litho proof, 1 in 481. And then there will be there's 1 game time card per pack. So at 3 cards per pack, we should get 2 regular base cards in addition to the game time. And yes, I will bite just about on any Pacific product. All right, so our first card is Joey Galloway. And you can see there, you've got your little oval window and like an acetate image of the player. This happens to be it looks like, well, it's kind of hard to tell what color it is. But this is card 92. And then you combine your cell card, and watch the player magically appear in full color. So that's the cell. These are the, and then these are the Litho-Cel. So you can see this is Michael Westbrook. So you can see the color here underneath, of his jersey, but then everything else is in a different color. And then just obviously these two don't go together, but when you layer the cell on top of the Litho-Cel, then bam, you've got a full color image. So, and then the 1 per pack game time, which a lot of times Pacific use these kind of cards to highlight players that didn't usually get in sets. I know with football, some of the only Carolina Panther players that I have on a trading card come out of a Pacific product, and it was kind of these 1-in-1 inserts. So this is Darryl Pounds for the Redskins. Bigger version of Invincible. Yeah, kinda, but with a twist. Yes, Eddie George, that'd be a nice one to pull. All right. First up, we have Jim Kelly. Again, that's the cell. And then we've got the litho version of Thurman Thomas. And the game time, Joe Panos for the Eagles. But yeah, anytime I can find, preferably baseball, of course, but anytime I can find a good deal on a Pacific box, it's hard for me to pass up. I liked the innovation that they had. And this is just a perfect example. So you got Terry Glenn, cell. And we got Steve McNair, litho. And a Game Time Ron Carpenter for the Jets. All right, next up we have Jeff Blake. That's the Cell. Brett Perryman, Litho. And speaking of Dennis, Armani Toomer. He grabbed the Giants for, I believe, Toomer, which is a Michigan alum. Slide these up some. Well, we may just have to deal with the glare. I'm sorry. I need to get a mat for my desk, cut out some of that glare. All right. Hey, Dennis. I didn't know if you were in the stream or not. All right, we got a Zach Thomas Cell. We got a Keenan Cardell Litho, and a Troy Aikman Game Time. Next up, Mario Bates, Litho, or Cell, excuse me. And then Hayward Jeffries, Litho, and a Joel Steed, Game Breakers. All right, I see a card that Mark's going to want. We've got Tamarick Vanover, Cell. Okay, not a Favre, but we got a Robert Brooks, Litho for you. And Charles Demery for the Bucks. Three Carolina Panthers in this list, on this set. Kind of hoping I get a Kerry Collins, just for old time's sake. First card we've got is Leland McElroy, Cell. Followed by Chris Carter, Litho. And a Darren Perry, Game Breakers. I vaguely remember sending you those cards. Next up, Anthony Miller, Cell. Tim Brown, Litho. And Kevin Turner for the Eagles. When I look back at some of my old blog posts or whatnot, it's crazy that I've been back in collecting trading cards for as long as I have. Just, man, time just goes so quick. There we go. There's a Cell card of Warren Moon. a litho of Scott Mitchell, and Game Breakers Marshall Faulk. Yeah, this would have been really cool. This would have been really cool if they had done baseball. I don't know why. I think Mark had asked for triple with the triple folders or whatever that was, whatever they were called from Pacific, and I think that was a football only product as well. All right, so it looks like we got a parallel of some sort. We have Jamal Anderson, and this one has silver foil around it instead of gold. So I don't know if that is the retail / hobby parallel that it said it was like 3 and whatever. All right. Cue the music, Michael Jackson. Litho. Followed by a Lawrence Dawsey for the Giants. No, I guess Pacific figured that the online set would be what baseball fans wanted over a Litho-Cel version of baseball. Who knows? All right, we get Edgar Bennett for the pack. Gus Farrat, Litho. And Kevin Turner, Game Breakers. Well, we got another parallel. Chris Warren with Cell. It's a silver foil. Lawrence Phillips, Litho. And Larry Bowie, Game Breaker. Next up, we got the regular version of Jamal Anderson, the Cell, followed by Troy Aikman, Litho, and Jamie Martin, Game Breakers. Yeah. I'm guessing these silver ones are the retail hobby parallel 3 and 25. I think the litho proof and the certified litho proof are, I think they are marked in some way that you can tell. All right, you got Dave Brown, Cell card, the Giants, followed by Jim Everett, Litho, and a Jimmy Smith Game Breaker. Pacific Online in theory, but it wasn't a good in practice. I agree. I kind of look at it as in it was Topps Total before Topps Total existed. Yeah, not a great design, not a very good execution, but I still like it. Jerome Bettis, Cell card. The litho is John Elway. And what the heck is his name? I'm taking flyer on that one, but it goes to the 49ers. I think with the online, I think it just shows you how far technology has come too with websites and URLs. And yeah, it just that's kind of why I like it, just because it's just quirky. But Pacific was definitely not shy of trying new things. Garrison Hurst cell card, followed by Chris T. Jones litho, and Kajana Carter game breakers. If y'all want to see I can probably get a box of online where the teams would probably be like in the $2, maybe $3 range. So if that's something y'all like to see, let me know. I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but I definitely can get one. Tony Martin cell card. Looks like that's the Chargers. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar litho, and then Al Del Greco game breakers. Kicker, yeah. See, kickers just don't get cards that often. Next up, Rodney Hampton cell, followed by Darnay Scott litho, and a Vinny Testaverde game breakers. All right. So it looks like another one of the parallels. Michael Jackson litho, or cell, excuse me. There we go. Armani Toomer. There's the litho version for Dennis. And a Jack Jackson game breakers. Larry joined us. Good evening, Larry. Larry wants to see a Martin Gramatica knee injury card. We pulled his rookie last week, if I'm not mistaken. All right, the cell card is Robert Smith. Vinny Testaverde litho, and a Teddy Bruschi for the Pats. Yeah, good evening, Larry. Hope life's treating you well. All right. Cornelius Bennett is the cell. Mike Allstott is our litho. And some dude named Brett Favre game breakers. At least that's how Ben Stiller pronounces his name. All right, 2 packs left. So still looking for that Eddie George. Frank Sanders is the cell card. Bruce Smith litho. And not sure what this is, but we were just talking about Robert Brooks, and we got a Robert Brooks insert of some sort. FP are the initials, or the abbreviation. So that must be feature performers 1 in 25. So our probably only insert that we'll pull goes to The Packers. Last pack. So this was a fun box. This was fun. Some people missed out on this. All right. Well, let's keep the Packers love going with another Brett Favre cell card. Our litho is Jerry Rice. Our game time is Ben Hanks. And there was a fourth card in this pack. And it's a Hall of Famer. And it's going to Denny. And it's a die cut. Moments in Time, John Elway. So the last card, not too bad. Not too bad at all. At Moments in Time, we're seated 1 in 49. Nice. So this will be going to Denny Wagner. Nice little card. So let's just double check real quick. I don't know. We'll do a recap here in just a second. But I don't recall if I don't think we got any matches, which is that stinks in terms of I wanted to see if we can if we can match up one of these. The litho and the cell together. We got some good names. No Eddie George, though. That stinks. Okay, yeah, we can do Michael Jackson. I think we got Michael Jackson. Well, let me just double check. Miller, McElroy, the good thing is these cards are not super expensive on the secondary market. I've not gone to like sports lots or check out my cards, but if once you get these in hand, you may want to go and try to find your other ones. So here we go. So here, this is one of the retail. Let me get in camera. So this is one of the retail parallels, but this is the cell, and then you've got the litho. And you ready? You ready? And line it up just right, and get this out of the way. And look at that. Michael Jackson, excuse me, comes to life. Okay. It doesn't pop like I thought it would, but you can see maybe that helps demonstrate it a little bit more. So put that in a penny sleeve, put that in a page. There you go. So that is cool. That is cool. I like that. That, you know, it's not as cool as the cardsupials that Pacific did with the little mini card that had a little pouch on the back. I think Tanner um, on Facebook posted his Conseco matchup the other day. But yeah, these are cool, and it's unfortunate that we didn't get more of the matches to put together. But yeah, once you get these cards in hand, you'll probably want to seek out either the litho or the cell to finish it out, to finish off the set. I will definitely be looking for the Panthers since I got shut out here. But so we had the Michael Jackson parallel, and then we had Chris Warren for the Seahawks, and we had Jamal Anderson for, I believe that's the Falcons, Dirty Birds. And then, as we just saw, we had the future performers, Robert Brooks, and A Moments in Time, John Elway were our two hits, which, yeah, did not expect those. So there we go. I enjoyed that. And I think other people might be a little disappointed that, I mean, Lord, I dropped the teams down to $1, $1, and I still had about 10 teams that went unclaimed. So those will be going up on my trading card database profile, which is Flywheels if you want to do anything. And hey, well, let's talk about what we potentially will be doing next week. And I say potentially because it's kind of up in the air. 1 second. What's next? Sticking with football, we're going to do 2003 Fleer Avant, which, if you've seen the baseball version of Avant, these are really nice cards. I honestly did not for Avant, but my source had one box left, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Says all basic cards feature the Avant card technology. Look for Avant material game use cards, which it just says that the overall odds for serially numbered cards are 1 in 3 packs. There's really cool black and white cards that are numbered, the parallels, Work of Heart, Candid Collection, Draw Play. Those are all numbered. But very nice cards. So if you enjoy football, this should give us some fun stuff. And then baseball, I already posted this on the page. Just got these in this week. We're going to do 1996 Fleer Circa or Skybox Circa or Fleer Skybox Circa. I had forgotten this was a hobby exclusive, but kind of a wild design. But the Rave cards are serially numbered to 150. And holy crap, some of these cards are just like stupid expensive now on the secondary market. And it's just a parallel, but yeah, you've got access access insert cards, which are like gatefold cards that open up. Those are kind of cool. There's also boss inserts, which are embossed cards. and then you've got Rave. Rave are seated 1 in 60, and this is a 24 count box. So it, I don't know if we'll go on, but I think this will be a fun box. I think both of these will be fun breaks. We're still gonna shoot for next Friday night as I've been doing. I did find out today. It looks like I'm gonna have to go out of state for work. I don't know for how long yet, but it looks like I may be gone all week. Getting home maybe on Friday, more than likely. So I'm still going to leave this. I'm still going to post everything, and I will get those up. I may post those tomorrow or tomorrow evening instead of Sunday morning. Some people were not thrilled with the time I've been posting them on Sunday morning. So I may go ahead and get these up tomorrow night so I can go ahead and update the list as people claim them. Because looks like next week I'm going to be super, super busy with work, which is good for me, but it's also going to be a long week. But so if either one of these interest you, then look for signups maybe as early as tomorrow night. I'll just have to see how my day goes. And I do have a couple other things after this. You can go check out the post in the Facebook group. I did post the boxes that I purchased earlier this week. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for weathering the technical difficulties we had earlier this evening. Thank you for your support. Like I said, I'm going to be gone most of the week, so I don't think I will have a whole lot of time to ship anything. But if you are looking to have your stack shipped, just let me know. I can probably at least have it ready to go Monday before I leave. But after that, it'll be next weekend before I have a chance to do any of that again. But thanks again, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. I know y'all have a lot of different places you can go to spend your money, and there's no shortage of breakers these days, especially with the pandemic going on. It seems like everybody is buying up everything and flipping it and doing all this kind of stuff. So I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Have a great one.